Welcome to the Bare Pantry Show. If you're looking for authentic Belizean recipes, then you're in the right place. My name is Barbara and this is Cooking Made Simple. Yes, Joshua, you're back again. Where you been? Where you been, my son?
Doing stuff behind the pick and save, you don't know.
Pick and save doesn't exist anymore.
That's why I like using it.
You guys, you may have seen my last, one of the last mukbangs where I had split peas. Well, we had leftovers, so your girl won't eat this. Are you having trouble with your skin or hair? Who isn't these days, right? Because of the stress of the pandemic and the fact that we have to wear a mask all day, the fact that we have to wash or sanitize our hands every 2 seconds, and we can't even go to the hair salons because a lot of them are still shut down. It's a hot mess, right? But don't despair, I have the answer for you. Satura Hair and EOS Skincare. Satura combines their extensive knowledge of medicine and cosmetology with their profound understanding of how to harness the effects of natural ingredients. Check the video in the card above to see the review that I've done on this company, and then click on the link below to check out these awesome products. So you didn't think that I was going to give you an affiliate link and not give you a discount code, right? Put in the words Bare Pantry to receive free shipping.
We're eating turkey, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Josh was like, I thought I would have to wait till Thanksgiving to eat turkey. So how y'all been? We have turkey. I'm not going to eat all of this. I honestly just put this for show and tell because this is the part I like right here. The fingers. I think American people call it the flats when it comes to the wing. I call this the drumette and I call this the fingers. I have cold macaroni salad. Why? Because we always have that in the house. I have some white rice Joe made. Let me tell you about the rice. The rice is that basmati. Everything look good, guys? You guys can see? Don't look at the cookies.
Yeah, we have cookies.
Tell them about the cookies, Josh. Tell about the cookies, Housewife.
We have good cookies. They're chocolate chip, and we have gross, nasty, chewy cookies that are white chocolate.
Why?
That only psychopaths eat.
Jory wants white chocolate. Joshua said the white chocolate in these cookies look like tons of stones.
They do. Just pop it out. Bop.
So I have some fresh vegetables cut up and dipping in some Italian dressing. I don't really like Italian dressing, but all the other dressing has some kind of milk or something in it that causes trouble for my stomach. And just so you know, the last time when I had the broccoli killed me for 3 days. I'm not touching broccoli again.
If you had no problems, what's your favorite dressing? Like you just eat anything, no problems.
Ranch.
Ranch? Yeah, same.
Sometimes I like blue cheese,
That's good
but I get tired of it pretty quick. It's kind of like Aaron Neville's voice. I love that man's voice. He sings so beautiful. But after 3 songs, I'm done.
That's like I'm good.
I'm done.
Found some rappers.
But then I still put him on again. Another month or so from here.
So, how's everybody doing?
Holy what?
How's everybody doing with the whole everything going on outside?
Are you guys suffering anxiety? I am. Well, I was going to tell you guys about the rice. So it's that basmati rice. My sister gave us a sack.
That means it comes from a volcano.
The grains of the rice look long, super long before you cook it.
It's not right.
It smells awful when it's cooking. It smells like it comes straight out of dirt. I smell like mud.
But it doesn't taste bad.
It tastes good, but it's going to take us a little bit of getting used to these long grains. They look like they grate something. Josh, you sure it's not a plastic? Where you come from?
They just took one big rice and just went.
Ain't no corals outside. When we get through eating, we're going to have to let her back in because it's hot out there.
You hear all that hollering? I think it was last night when we let them out and they're just screaming.
I didn't hear it last time, but I heard it the night before.
Not that night before, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what went on that night. It went crazy.
Today she was cussing because Jada was outside jumping rope, but she wanted to be out there. She went in her big voice when he wasn't here, when you went on your walk. Went in her big voice, her deep dog voice.
You gotta see Winnie on the walk. Winnie's like a little duckling. She just follows you anywhere. Yeah, it's nice to have a dog when you go out. You know she won't run off. when you take off the leash.
This is something that I would not eat in public.
Well, I wouldn't, 'cause I don't care, but yeah.
Too messy.
Technically, aren't we kind of in public?
They're family.
I would say we're even more public because anybody in the world can watch us.
And they are. It's funny. When I go look for people I knew in my childhood, and then I find their Facebook, and I see that they like 8 pages, and my page is one of them that they like, but they never reach out to me. I'm like, why? We were good friends. We never had a fight.
Maybe they think you're just too famous and you moved on. What happened, Mom? You used to be cool.
You know, I was thinking.
Remember you were all about the music back then? Now you're all corporate.
I don't want to get the mukbang all sad, but I was thinking, I have a lot of friends that I used to be really tight with that we never had a fight, right? But they just exited my life.
That happened to me too. My best friend, remember?
Why is that though? You check out with Beer Daddy. I'm Josh. I think I was with Joe.
Remember? Remember when that fool came over for like a second, because that's all it was worth, is a second?
When I told Daddy that usually when I'm tight with somebody and they exit my life, it's something that they're hiding from me.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have people
especially if we don't have no fight, no fuss.
Yeah.
I have friends that I have a lot of friends and I never have a quarrel with a friend.
There's one that we both knew, not from your past. He was cool with us, and I don't know, we're just gone.
Yeah. He said he's going through something, and I just leave it alone. I'm like, I'm here for you when you're ready to come back.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't chase people down.
Still baffled because never even fought with the guy.
None of my friends. None of my friends I have fought with.
Yeah.
But I have a friend. I hope you're watching. I'm not gonna call your name. But she was the maid of honor at my wedding. Good friend. Met her in college.
Oh, I don't know her then. I didn't even exist back then.
And in 2010, she exited my life. No fight, no fuss. I don't know why. How she exited, her phone number got changed and she didn't give me the new number. That's an easy way to exit yourself from me because, and then she used to have a Facebook. Now she don't have a Facebook.
Oh yeah, kids, when you go into school, treasure the moments with your friends because that's the only time in your life you're going to be able to see your friends every single day of the week. That's the only time you'll get to do it. Unless you guys like move in together.
Yeah. And I don't know what got in me again. Every so often I'll search for her. But I searched for her again 2 days ago. And I found her husband, her, and 3 of her kids. I didn't find the 4th kid. And it said that she became an RN. Oh my God, there's a lot of stuff on the internet. I have an address. I had several phone numbers, but all of them are disconnected or belong to somebody new.
RN, that's pretty cool.
And yeah, when the last time I heard from her, she was getting her associates because that's how we met. We were getting associates, but she had a few credits left to do it.
RN is a nurse, right? Like is that like the high-ranking nurse? Okay. Because you guys don't know, nurses are cutthroat and they have ranks. Like you were low-rank nurse, mid-rank nurse, top dog nurse that's like can compete with a doctor.
That's the one. RN. For the nurses that watch me, comment below. Can nurses write scripts? Can you write prescriptions? So. I know physicians' assistants can. My physician assistant said she went for that job because physicians are scarce.
Really?
And there was less schooling. And she could write scripts.
Oh, so it's like a doctor light?
Dr. Light.
No, not full doctor, but light doctor.
So.
What is the physician's assistant? They just be an assistant for the rest of their career?
But they're like a doctor, except they don't have the doctor in front of their name.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
So.
Oh, give me a second. I've always been fascinated with like hospitals and medical field. Not to like go into it, but it's just like I like that setting. You know what I mean? Like, it's always interesting. Like, what's that? What's that? What's down there? You know what I mean?
He wanted to get a job to like go clean up the
Yeah,
operating rooms.
yeah. Just because I like that environment, but not right now.
Yeah. So I don't know what's up with my friend, why she changed her number and then give me the new one. But I would love to hear from her. I'm gonna write to that address. Not put too much information. I'll put like my Google number and say, hey, it's me. If you want to call me, it's my Google number. And then I'm gonna put in there, if this is not the person who lives here, can you call me to this Google number and tell me that person don't live there so I can know? Or put that on the envelope.
So you can get some closure? We're not doing an envelope again.
Huh?
We're not doing an envelope again.
Right.
No, last time,
I don't remember what
we
happened.
went to the trailer park.
We went to the trailer? What the hell? Josh was always telling me some am I having a brain aneurysm?
No, you were...
What trailer park? That's not a trailer park.
Yeah, same idea.
That's an apartment, a big bloody apartment complex. This was another friend. Her kid went to school with Josh. She was an older mom. So she's about 65 while I'm 54. But her son is Joshua's age and she has an older son. And she moved out of California. We stayed in because she lived in Oregon forever. Well, not forever, for a good 8 years. And then
pretty long.
I did the same thing. I searched for her. I found an address from her that's like right around the bend.
Yeah, so right there.
I went to the address. I looked on the thing on the gate, you know, for the phone to buzz you in.
Yeah.
It had her name and her son's name. I buzzed it. She didn't answer. Somebody let me in the gate. I didn't even have to ask. And they're like, I said, do you know somebody named blah, blah, blah? He goes, oh, they live right there. I went and I knocked on the door, knocked on the door, knocked on the door, knocked
I
on the
know
door.
you're a good person, but that could have led to a bad situation.
So, as we were leaving, the man that let me in, the young man, he was just like, I don't know why she doesn't open the door. They're always in there. She's always walking with an older man. I figured that could be her brother because she had brothers that were like 11, 12 years older than she is. So he called me like that, like if this is the big parking lot and her door's there, he called me like over there. So while he's talking to me, I turn around and I get a glimpse of her. She's out the front door and she's looking around like, who was knocking? And I was like, I'm running back to her and she locked the door. I know she saw me. So later on she wrote me. So she has my friggin' address, right? She wrote me. And she's all like, hey, I didn't know who was knocking on the door. And then when I looked, I saw, you know, I didn't see anybody. And then because I went back and I left a note in the envelope. So Joshua said, don't put the envelope again. But when he said trailer park, and in the note I didn't put any pertinent information. I put my Google number. And I said, I'm not going to give you my address because I don't know who's going to get this, right?
Who could stumble onto that note, yeah.
Yeah. And she wrote me. And she says, I'm going to get a new phone next week. And yeah, it is me that lives here, but I live with my brother, and he gets really nervous when people knock on the door. And I'll call you. He's old.
Oh, okay.
If she's 65 and he's 12 years older, he's probably demented or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And so she says, I'll call you as soon as I get that new phone.
Still waiting.
It's been about 3 years. It's been that long, you know, since we had to close the shop.
Jeez.
Oh,
the shop.
Why I started to look for her again was because Joe thought he saw her at the post office.
It was him always get us into some situations.
He was in the car. And I was in the post office. So she probably just went in and checked the PO box. And I don't know why he didn't call me. He couldn't think fast enough. I would have left my space in line to go see, because it was before COVID.
Yeah.
I really miss her as a friend. She was a good friend. But again, she changed her phone number. and didn't give me the new one. But some mail had come here for her throughout the years. You remember that, right, Josh? From Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, whoever, government agency loan people. And they kept calling me, asking me if I knew her. So I'm thinking she reneged on her home loan or something. Something happened.
It's like when the bank kept coming.
Allegedly.
Like when the bank kept calling for me from my other friend.
She probably put me down as a reference because I wasn't a co-signer, so a reference.
Never co-signed for anything.
I think maybe she was embarrassed about that. But that's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Who cares?
Even before COVID.
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah. As long as you're not stealing, who cares?
Exactly.
Oh, miss.
Like mother, like daughter.
I'm wearing white.
Just like mother, like daughter.
Yeah, so that's what? 3 people. And then
I've had 2 I can remember.
another woman, because she's at my age. And I remember them a Friday rolled around and I texted her.
Yeah, you got me thinking about the movie Friday.
Because I usually text her on a Friday to tell her have a great weekend with her and her kids. She didn't answer all weekend. That didn't bother me. But by Monday, usually she'll get back and go, oh my God, we went away for the weekend. Yeah. Monday, she didn't get back, so I called her. And she didn't respond. And so I stopped calling and I stopped texting. I think that's my blame that I take in everything. If I call a couple of times or I text a couple of times
Well,
and
you expect them to
don't
call or
respond,
text back, you know? If they don't call or text back, I'm like, okay, got the message, got it.
You don't respond.
Hi, little miss.
Like the person Joshua talked about at first,
That was my best friend through high school.
No, my friend.
Oh, okay. Okay, bye, little miss.
I really pursued him
Yeah?
because I really cared about him. You ain't getting none of this, man. We'll sit him somewhere.
See it. It's just 2 eyes looking at you from different corners of the house.
You want another paper? Or you have?
Okay.
She better go sit down somewhere. So I don't know.
Oh, I love turkey. Can I ask you guys a question? Where are all the best holidays at the end of the year?
Not you?
Yeah. Halloween's weird because my favorite genre of movies is horror, but I don't really care about Halloween, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not excited for Halloween candy. You lose the magic Halloween when you can just like, oh, I can just go buy some candy.
And you guys never trick or treat.
I think we did like once, right?
You know, I think I have her letter in here. If I can find it, I'll show you guys at the end so you guys know I'm not lying. But you guys know I'm never lying. I don't tell any lies because then I have to come back and remember that damn lie.
I think the story's boring enough to not be considered a lie. No, I'm messing with you. But yeah, don't care about. I love Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving feels like the world stopped. It's on pause and everyone's just nice and full and they're like just past.
That's my favorite holiday because we didn't celebrate that in Belize because the pilgrims didn't go to Belize. So that when I moved to America and I saw that food like a month before Christmas, I'm in. It's just like the Jewish holidays. If it's a holiday where there's no food and you're fasting, I'm out.
Yeah, but
if it's one where you're gonna have food, I'm in.
Oh, every time you go to like a Jewish setup like that, they have a nice spread.
Is Rosh Hashanah one of them where you eat?
I don't know, but every time you go, spread of food, I'm just like, yeah, I love it.
Rosh Hashanah was last week when the justice, she died on Rosh Hashanah. They said that's a blessing to die on Rosh Hashanah. I'm gonna sit Shiva for her. It's 9 nights. I have the Hebrew book. I'm gonna go read the book. Remember when we went to George's Shiva and we had to read the book backwards? I read the Hebrew too. I read the Hebrew too because I can sound out words.
What are we talking about? Oh, Halloween. Yeah, because Halloween's coming up. I don't know what that neighbor's gonna do. They have a little zombie.
They have the zombie out.
They have the zombie out. They go all out for every holiday. Christmas they go all out too. They're one of those neighbors where it's like, I don't care about my electric bill. Put all the lights. You know, they're one of those.
Probably old people that have money.
Probably, but yeah, I don't care. I mean, it's nice that I get to watch my favorite movies for a day, and then but like yeah, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, everybody's got the itis. So everyone's happy and no one's fighting with each other. It's just peace on earth. Same thing with Christmas. Christmas, you get presents and you get to do Thanksgiving with the food. It's Thanksgiving and presents.
And let me tell you how I fix Thanksgiving for me. I would invite different people in the family, Joe's side, my side.
I don't go anywhere for
because I want them to come.
Here.
And what they would do to me is wait to see if a better offer didn't come along.
Which there is no better offer.
Even my own mom did that. I'm going to wait and see if I have to cook for Rory and his girlfriend first, then if I don't have to cook for them, then I'll come to you. I hated that.
Yeah.
That used to piss me off.
Yeah, no, it's like,
so my
you're my backup.
My cousin Susie told me, do not, what call it?
Little miss.
You pulling food?
Little miss.
What's she doing?
It sounded like she done something.
So my cousin said, don't invite nobody.
Yeah.
Just cook enough that if anybody calls them and go, hey, I don't got no food, can I come? You can welcome them, get a agape meal, whatever it is, and just feed them. But don't invite nobody. That way you can't be disappointed. And I started to do that.
Yeah. That's smart. Because people always renege on you like that. It sucks.
Oh.
What? It's gross. Yeah, it's white chocolate.
It's surprisingly pleasant.
No, it's gross.
No, it tastes like?
Gross.
Joshua. Those wafers that I used to eat on that one-day diet.
Oh.
The white wafers?
Oh. Remember they had chocolate ones too. I like those.
It tastes like the white one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's powdery.
Remember you had them like in a pack and we ate those and we were supposed to be free to die.
The one-day diet doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
We give you these wafers.
I remember their logos.
If you get the smaller wafer, you eat 14 for the day. If you get the bigger wafer, it's only like, I want to say 10.
I want the smaller ones. You trick your brain into thinking you get more.
So I ate one wafer an hour and drank water. And in 4 months, I lost like 60 pounds.
Those diets are so garbage. It was just starvation.
You would eat it one day and then eat regularly the next day. And the next day was the worst day because you already shrink your stomach that first day. So the worst day, the next day, you're like, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat because tomorrow I can't eat. You get in there, you can't eat. Then you have to chew these. Did this lipstick come off of here?
If the camera won't pick it up, I can see a little shade of it. Okay.
You know, I went somewhere. Let me come off of the one day that real quick. I went somewhere and this lady had her thing like that, and I wanted like to tell her because I'm talking to her.
That's how you start.
I was talking to her and I wanted to say, "Hey, get the lipstick off of here," and I kept doing this. Like just my brain kept wiping my own chin. And I was like, then I found out it's like, hey, I'm sorry, but you have lipstick here. Anyways, the one day diet, they would let you eat these things called. No, she was happy. Okay. It's kind of like telling somebody to have the toilet paper on their shoe.
Well, yeah, but people get weird, man.
So, anyways, the next day you eat these things called crystal chews, 4 little citrusy tasting things.
I remember
that. You chew first and then drink a glass of water and then eat. It's like that food tastes gross after I eat all that citrus. Oh
I think that's what it was. It's conditioning you to be like, ugh, I associate this gross thing with this thing I like. I
lost so much weight. Then people put me in their magazine. It was an MLM. It was a multi-level.
Oh, absolutely, pyramid scheme.
They put me in there.
How do you get that little gray zone with those, man?
Speaking of pyramid scheme, you know a lot of people out there doing susu.
I don't even know what that is. What's
susu? Is other Caribbean people call it susu, and maybe even some African people call it susu. But Belizeans call it syndicate.
Oh, I don't know.
If you're in a syndicate, so how?
Syndicate. Okay.
Yeah. So how the syndicate works? Like for instance, if me, Joe, who tell you to come make nice back there? I'm gonna get you. See the cooking there right here.
I was gonna say, is it like a tontine? But I don't think it's like a tontine.
What's a tontine?
Where a bunch of people put money in a thing, and then last one living gets the money.
Oh, it's not it's not all that dramatic.
Okay.
It's like, let's say it's me, Joe, and Joshua in this syndicate, right? You need more people to make it work, though. So let's say
like a pyramid put upside down.
It's worse than a pyramid. So let's say we say, okay, we all put, and they want a lot of money. They don't want no $50 a week.
Oh no.
They want a lot of money. So let's say it's $50 a week, which is $200 a month, right? So in the first month, one of us would draw the money. So because it's the 3 of us, it would be $600,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
So now the $600, who draws it first? I think you draw straws. You do some kind of raffle, and you know if people are faithful to it.
It works.
Then it works because eventually, let's say it's 15 AO in it. Eventually, number 15 is going to get their payout too, and it's going to be usually if it's a lot of people in it and you put in big money, you get $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 one draw. So it's like a nice idea, but one, it's illegal here in America. It's illegal in Belize too, but they still do it. But it's illegal in America. It's called gambling. And I'm telling you guys, if they catch you, like for instance, if you're in a susu and somebody bring a lawsuit because they lost their money up in the susu or the syndicate,
and somebody will, you
can't show up in front of no judge with that and tell them what you're doing because they go, get out of this court, you're doing illegal crap, you can't get no compensation off of this. Yeah. All right, so I see a lot of YouTubers doing it.
Oh, are YouTubers doing susu?
YouTubers are doing the susu. and they get up in there and they have a whole lot of people, and I hear a lot of people got the shaft, and they want to kill everybody.
Because the first person takes the payout and they run, right?
Some people do. Some people try to stay. Like the third person might get their payout,
okay.
And then after that, it's like we're not interested in that.
But eventually, yeah, it's like I don't care anymore.
It's like the first person on her team. So my mom had a syndicate going when she was a little girl. She was probably about 8, 9, and she had this syndicate going with 2 or 3 of her brothers. And she's the third child, and she's the first girl. And so the first Uncle Brother, the one that died 3 months before Mommy, he drew first because he drew the longer straw. Or whatever, how the hell he drew the straws. And it was like a penny or 2 cents or whatever.
Oh, okay.
They were young kids back in. Yeah. It was back in the 50s.
Well, that was back when like a penny could do some damage, right?
Yeah. And so he took his amount and he bounced, and she went crying to her mother, and her mother took out the belt and beat her ass. She said,
"See, that's a good lesson. I bet you won't do that again."
And she said, "You act too damn grown. You're not supposed to be up in this. But Ma, I see you guys do this. That's between me and my sisters. You stay with the for we business."
See, that's how you teach your kids not, I'm gonna get your money back. No. You were stupid. You lost. Learn from your mistake.
You guys, before I wrap up, and this is probably gonna go in the beginning when I edit. It's probably gonna go in the beginning when I edit. So before I wrap up, let me show you this. This is the product that Jada is using right now. This is, say hello to one of our new sponsors.
Oh.
This is from Satura, and it's called EOS Platinum Lotion and Platinum Lotion Plus. And when you go to the website, this is for Jada's eczema. It's for a lot of things. Go check out the website.
Stuff,
You have things wrong with your skin, go check it out. Joshua, can you loose that with your fingernail?
Yeah.
So while Josh was loosing that, this is the one that I used for my hair. It's supposed to be done. Oh, God, I love the smell of this thing. Let me smell it. Woo, it smells like root beer.
Am I supposed to loose it or can I cut it through it?
You can cut through it if your nails can get through it. If not, we have to get a knife.
I found a way through.
I put 15 drops of this on my scalp and it took away my dandruff. Alright, so I'm done with this now. I'm going to move on to some other products so it could grow my hair voluptuously. So what Jada does, because she had to use 2. So when you go to the website, check the link below. There should be a link below to take you to the website, right? When you go to the website, we'll check out all the products. If you're interested in one of them, the doctor robot thing will pop up. They'll walk you through what you need for it. They'll even ask you to send pictures. I bought my own products. You guys, this is not one of these deals where the company gave me the product and I'm over here just spieling it. I brought my own product. Oh, this is so pretty. Joshua's into packaging. Josh, what do you think about that packaging? Move this out the way. I like that it's see-through, right?
Yes. No, it's very pleasant packaging.
Packaging.
That's why I like a lot of I don't drink alcohol, but I appreciate a good alcohol bottle.
Yeah, they have good packaging. So this is one that Jada's using.
I love this one. This one's cool. Where everything's separated.
She rubs it on the eczema because she has trouble with eczema. And then she puts it on with a cotton ball.
This one, all the stuff
This
separated.
is number 2. This is the plus, the Platinum Plus. And the medication is settled there, so every time you use it,
shake it up.
You gotta shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Mom, copyright.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
That's copyright too. I think that's ludicrous.
Whatever. Well, you need to shake it more.
Ludicrous, don't come for me.
I just shook it a little bit, see? Beautiful, right?
Ludicrous, can you put me in the next Fast and the Furious?
Okay, so whatever is wrong with your skin or your hair, you want to go to the link below, go to the website, navigate it, talk to the doctor, figure out what you need.
And it reseparates. Sorry.
It separates. It settles back. Go ahead and when you purchase, it's easy. You put the thing in your basket, purchase.
It's coming from
boom, it comes from
England,
across the pond.
So it's going to take a while.
Sometimes it doesn't. If you're on the East Coast, it comes right away from the West Coast.
How long
a little while.
For us? Like a week?
Mine came quick.
Oh, okay.
Mine came quick when he sent it out. That my birthday was a Thursday.
Yeah.
He sent it out the Monday, and he said you might get it by the following Monday, and I got it on my birthday, Thursday.
All right, that's pretty quick then.
Yeah. So and these smell amazing too. So it depends on what your problem is. I'm only showing you the products that I've used so far, but I'm gonna be using more as we go along. Smell that one, Josh.
A giant eyedropper.
Smells nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even like root beer, but it smells nice. It's pleasant.
It does smell like root beer.
Yeah.
And I hate root beer.
So I like the company. I like the way they operate. And you guys know that I would not promote anything that I didn't try first and make sure I like it. So Jada tried this for 35 days before I signed on to be an ambassador, brand ambassador for the products. I even like this packaging. So you'll be seeing it pop up in different videos, okay, as we go along, all right? Thanks for watching, guys. Au revoir. Remember guys, we are not purchasing this book, because if you do, the only people that are making money from the book sales are my ex-distributor, Amazon, and anybody else who sells books online. What I need for you guys to do is purchase this book. This is my book of Belizean recipes, 120 recipes inside. They're all easy, fun, simple, and you guys are going to enjoy them. Take a look inside the book.